In this video, we're going to work through some acceleration problems that require some unit conversions and or some vector analysis. So here we have a car that has an initial velocity of 0. We're going to make right positive and ends up with a velocity of 44.1 miles per hour. So miles per hour. So the final velocity 44.1 miles per hour. The time is 5.03 seconds. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little conversion here. And 1 meter per second is equal to 2.24 miles per hour. So I'm going to convert. And the way I'm going to convert is I'm going to start with my number, 44.1 miles per hour. And then I'm going to multiply it by something that is equivalent to itself. So we have 1 meter per second on the top, and then I'm going to put 2.24 miles per hour on the bottom. So the 1 meter per second is equivalent to the 2.24 miles per hour. So it's like you're multiplying by 1. So I'm not changing our speed here because I'm multiplying by 1, but I can get rid of the units that I don't want. Now if you notice that the miles per hour will cancel out, leaves me with 9.7, and the units here are going to be meters per second. So I'm going to go and bracket that because I will come back to that. Next, I'm going to use my acceleration equation, which is the final velocity minus the initial velocity divided by the time. So I'm going to have 19.7 minus 0 divided by 5.03, and I get 3.91 meters per second. Okay, so in this problem we need to take into account the units, and we did a little unit conversion there. Okay, now let's take a look at a problem where we have to take into account the direction of the velocity. So we have let's say a tennis ball, and that is approaching a wall, okay, and it has initial velocity of 14.9 meters per second. Okay. We're going to make right positive. After it hits the wall, it's going to bounce back. And let's say it has a final velocity of 8.7 meters per second. And let's say that the time was 0.0183 seconds. To find the average acceleration, we can use v final minus v initial divided by the time. So let's say we want to figure out what the average acceleration is. So the final is 8.7 meters per second, but we have to be real careful because right is positive. So therefore, this is going to be a negative 8.7 meters per second minus 14.9 divided by 0.0183, and we get negative 1,290 meters per second squared. So in this problem, you got to be real careful with the direction, because this is in the negative direction. I need to put a negative when I do the calculation. Alright, let's take a look at another one. This is another car problem. And we're going to start off with a velocity of 7.09 meters per second. And we're going to we want to calculate what is the final velocity. This is the initial. If the time is 7.55 seconds and the acceleration is 1.39 meters per second squared. Once again, we're going to use our acceleration equation, v final minus v initial divided by the time. Okay, now this time we're looking for the final velocity, so I'm going to rearrange this equation. I'm going to move the t to the left, so at equals v final minus v initial, and then I'm solving for vf, so vf is equal to at plus vi. Now I'm going to do my substitution. 1.39 times 7.55 plus, and my initial velocity was 7.09, and if I do that calculation, I get 17.6 meters per second. Okay. All right, we're going to take a look at one more problem here. In this problem, also a car problem, but we're going to have a we're going to have to do some conversions in this problem, like the first one that we did. Okay, so here's my car, and my initial velocity is 42.3 miles per hour, and my final velocity is 65.4 miles per hour. My acceleration is 2.7 meters per second squared, and I'm trying to figure out what the time is. To calculate the time, I know that acceleration is equal to the change in velocity over time. The change in velocity, v final minus v initial, we can write it as delta v divided by t. And so I need to know what my delta v is. So I'm going to first leave it in the units I was given. So 65.4 miles per hour minus 42.3 miles per hour, and I get 23.1 miles per hour. And then I'm going to convert this to meters per second. So 23.1 miles per hour, I'm going to multiply it by 1 meter per second on the top. I want the miles per hour on the bottom, so 2.24 miles per hour on the bottom. The reason being, I want the miles per hours to cancel out. So I get 10.3 meters per second. I'm going to bracket that because I'm going to use that in a moment. I'm looking for the time. I'm going to rearrange the equation, move the t, switch places the a and the t. So t equals delta v over a. And I know what delta v is. I just calculated that. That's 10.3. A was given 2.7, and I get 3.82 seconds.